I am definitely white trash. I want to tell y'all what I think is the single most white trash thing about me. This is a 100% true story. So my parents got divorced when I was 7, and I know you're like, yeah, we figured. Can't believe they were married at all. But yeah, they were. They got divorced back then, early 90s, rural Tennessee. Parents get divorced. Mama just kind of got custody by default. That's just how it worked, you know. So my mom got custody of us, but my dad was like, okay, but they're going to live with me, though. And the judge was just like, ain't you got a Camaro to work on or something? Just let her have them, bro. Right, but we lived with my dad, and because we lived with my dad, he didn't pay her any child support, because in his eyes, that was bullshit. And apparently, that was bullshit is not a formally recognized legal defense for not paying child support, right? You can't just plead that's some bullshit, as it turns out. So my dad accumulated all this debt to the state over the course of his life. When he dies years back, I had to reconcile all that, which I didn't know was a thing, but it is in the right circumstances. For example, if you owe money to the state. It's like everything with money works the same way, really. It's like, you know how like if you got a lot of money in the bank will give you more money for having all that money in the bank. But if you ain't got no money in the bank will charge you money for not having no money in the bank, right? It's like everything works that way with money, including inheritance. It's like if you're rich and your parent dies, you're sad, but you got a new lake house or the throne of England or whatever. Like there's upsides to it. You know, but if you're poor and your parent dies, you're poor plus they're poor. And I'm generationally poor, dude. I come from old no money. So I was trying to figure out what I was going to do. My friends see this. They become concerned. They're like, damn, man, who you owe money to? It's like, I got to pay his fucking child support, man. They're like, heard that, but I thought you had both your kids. No, not on them, on me. I'm so white trash, I got to pay my own child support. And the worst part is I can't stand this little motherfucker. Always laying around my house, eating up my food, starting fights with my wife, talking shit about me in my own head. He sucks. So I was trying to figure out what I was going to do, and I finally get a call from the state of Tennessee one day. They're being very helpful. They're like, is there anything we can do to help? Like, are there any assets you can liquidate? I was like, what? And they're like, is there any shit you could sell? I was like, oh, yeah. I was like, well, there's the house I grew up in where my Meemaw still lives. And they're like, that's perfect. So what you do is you sell that house, use the proceeds to pay us off, do with the rest as you see fit. And it all kind of clicked for me in that moment. And I was like, so you're telling me that I need to sell the house I grew up in where my Meemaw still lives so I can pay y'all my own child support? And she was like, can we call you back? And I got a call a couple hours later from her manager, and he was like, yeah, listen, don't worry about that. We wiped all that out. We took care of it. And that's the first time in my life that I was like, damn, maybe I am white. I've had to reckon with something recently. It's nothing new for me. I've come from a reckoning people. I love to reckon. But I had to reckon with something in particular. I may have been unfair to a certain class of people, you know, over the years, because I made a lot of fun of, like, conspiracy theorists. How could you be dumb enough to believe some shit like that? It might have been a little hypocritical of me, because it turns out I'm really, really, really into all this alien shit that's been going on. We're living in a golden age of alien shit, y'all. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, congratulations on your stable life and working brain and all that. That's good. Happy for you. But it's a golden age of alien stuff, and I didn't realize there was anything remotely problematic or weird about that. I'd be on Twitter looking for alien shit. I started noticing whenever I saw somebody sharing alien stuff, I clicked that guy's profile. His bio would be like, husband, father, patriot, the earth is flat, release the crack and the truth shall set you free, right? I was like, well, that's weird. Like, I don't know why it can't be reputable journalistic sources for my alien news. I don't know why it's always some fringe lunatic. That's odd. Right? I didn't put it together for an embarrassingly long time. I remember when it finally clicked for me. I was on Twitter looking for alien stuff. I saw this guy going on a big, long video tirade about alien shit, and I was so into it. He was like, yeah, the government don't want the common man to know the truth about this shit. And I was like, that's right, brother, they don't. Keep going. He was like, just like they don't want you to know the truth about the global cabal of vampiric pedophiles harvesting adrenochrome from the blood of the innocent. And I was like, well... I don't think that's exactly the same thing. Because, see, that is clearly some made-up bullshit that no rational adult would ever believe to be true. And this is, oh, no. I'm a fucking wingnut, right? I don't know why I'm so into alien stuff. I think maybe it's a redneck thing. There is some weird chemistry. There's some weird connection with rednecks and aliens. There always has been. If you think about anybody you've ever seen on the news talking about getting abducted and probed, like it's never a heart surgeon, you know? It's always my Uncle Bubbles, man. Every time. It's always Randy Quaid from Independence Day. Every time, that's who it is. They only take rednecks, evidently. I mean, really, rednecks should hate these motherfuckers because they've been profiling us like the police profile black dudes for generations. They have goddamn smart-ass alien walks up like, do you know why I abducted you this evening? I don't know, maybe because I'm driving a beat-up Chevy with an Earnhardt sticker. It's fucking bullshit, man. Third time this month, goddamn. But it's okay. I try to find the silver lining in everything, and I tell you what that says to me. That says to me that rednecks evidently have among the sweetest, most choice anuses you can find. Anywhere. Anywhere. Think about it. Think if these little gray bastards could be probing any backside on God's green earth, nay, the cosmos. But they keep coming back for that hillbilly brown eye. What's that tell you? That's brand loyalty, man. There's got to be a reason for that. I'm just saying. So, yeah, next time somebody's like, oh, black guys, oh, they got big dicks. Yeah, well, rednecks got the juiciest buttholes in the Milky Way. What now? My meme, I love that joke. That was Meemaw's favorite joke. Now, but I don't know. It's like maybe it's where I grew up, you know. Maybe it's a rural thing specifically, you know, because it does have a big impact on you growing up in the middle of nowhere. Like, dude, I grew up in rural America in the 90s, and from what I can tell, that's kind of like growing up in regular America in the 70s, you know. Like I hear people who grew up in the 70s talk about it, and they're like, oh, our parents didn't care. We rode on the hood of the car. Like our favorite hobbies was trying to kill each other with darts in the yard and diving into rock quarries and shit. And I'm like, I mean, we had Nickelodeon, but other than that, yeah, same thing. Same thing. Like, but it's not surprising, you know, if you spend time on the coast, they have a very low opinion of the red states, of the southern states out there. You know, they think the whole South is just crazy racist. And I mean, yeah, sure. Sure, but we're not the only ones. Like, racism's an American problem. That's what bothers me about it. You know, like, I'll talk to people in L.A. sometimes. They know I'm from the South. They want to know. They're like, you're from there. Be honest. That type of institutional racism. Tell us about that. I'm like, why are you asking me about it when the LAPD is right there? Like LA's got a totally clean slate racially. I'm sorry, I forgot. The NWA stood for nice, we're appreciated. You remember Ice Cube and all their album covers? Just things are great out here. No, LA's got their own shit to worry about, racially speaking, and it's not all ancient history either. It still crops up sometimes. Like last year, there was this LA city councilwoman. She got caught on tape just putting on a racism clinic for the whole world to see. And, dude, it was wild. She was racist against like 8, 9 different types of people. Like, there was Alabama papaws taking notes during this shit. They were like, is that a new slur? Write that down. She made me realize something I never thought of before, which is like, yes, the South has more racists and more racism, generally speaking, but I'm now convinced that if racism was a sport, in a one-on-one, an LA racist could absolutely hang with an Alabama racist because of the versatility of their game. You know what I mean? They got more tools in their bag. You know, like Alabama racists, they're real solid in the fundamentals. You know, like black people, Mexicans, the gays. When it comes to that, they'll sit in the pocket, they'll find a rhythm, they can go all day long, right? They're lethal. Most of them never even met a Jewish person, but they've heard enough to be dangerous, right? They got a puncher's chance if that comes up. But beyond that, what are they going to do? What are they going to do? This lady was racist against Armenians. Papaws ain't got the skill set for that. Papaws can't spell Armenian, man. I'm just saying, if it was a heavyweight championship racism bout, the Papaw would be in the corner sitting on a stool, shaking his head, just like, she's throwing shit at me I never seen before, man. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. But yeah, it's a wild time in this country. Things are very divided. Things are weird right now. It makes it hard to be optimistic about things. People ask me that question all the time. They're like, how do you have any kind of optimism considering the world we live in? And for a long time, I didn't have any real answer for them. For a long time, I was just like, get drunker. I don't know. It's bad. Bad. But now recently, thanks to my wife, I have discovered an answer to that question. I'm not saying y'all are going to like this answer, but I do have an answer to that question. I now feel if you want to feel generally positive about the current state of the United States of America on a global cultural scale, what you need to do is you need to watch 90 Day Fiance on TLC, because you watch that shit and you realize America must be doing something right, dude. Because people all around this world are lining up, doing whatever it takes, throwing it all away just for the chance to make it somewhere in the Midwest. They don't give a fuck where they end up, dude. They'll do anything, up to and including marrying the biggest jabroni in the state of Ohio, gladly. They'll interview this guy on there. He's like, yeah, my name's Jason. I'm a 35-year-old dodgeball coach. And ever since my mom kicked me out, I've been looking for Miss Right, you know, like the type of woman that knows how to load the dishwasher and keep her mouth shut during Buckeyes games, that type of thing, right? And you're listening like, I don't like your chances, Jason. You don't seem like much of a catch to me. Then they cut to some beautiful girl in Estonia or somewhere like that, just like, Jason is man of my dreams. I often fantasize about being with him and eating hamburger helper off of paper plate. In the Shangri-La known as Dayton, Ohio. Dying to get over here. Then they get over here and their eyes are filled with wonder, you know, like Jason takes that same girl to like an Olive Garden in a Dayton strip mall or something, and she's just sitting there like, oh, this spaghetti for one person? It's like, fuck yeah, that's how we do, goddammit. Land of plenty, baby, USA. I don't know, makes me feel better. Makes me feel worse at the same time, but it also makes me feel better. Argument. There's vegans out there trying to make that argument in an effort to illustrate to people how fucked up it is that we eat animals at all. They're trying to draw this parallel, right? And I know what they're trying to do, but I also know how America works. So I know they think Americans are going to see that argument and be like, damn, they're right. We shouldn't be eating them. But I know Americans are going to hear that argument and be like, damn, they're right. We should be fucking them. Tenderize my beef, baby. Why not? We gonna eat them anyway. Might as well fuck them first. What a missed opportunity this has been. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. You purple-headed weirdo. Speaking of purple-headed weirdos, I was in Portland, Oregon recently too, and Portland's interesting for a whole other reason. I feel like Portland is kind of a snapshot of the way the far right looks at the far left in general in this country, and it's an interesting combination of stereotypes that they hold for these people. Like Everybody in my hometown thinks Portland is just a bunch of emaciated baristas with a handlebar mustache, you know. And I tell them it's ridiculous. Portland's a vast metropolis made up of an eclectic array of all different types of mustaches. Like, it's not just handlebar, but they both think it's like hipster Portlandia shit, but also that it's Fallujah for socialists, you know? Like, that's where the most hardcore Antifa super commandos are garrisoned at, right? And that's a weird combination of stereotypes to hold for the same people. It's like they think everybody in Portland is getting dressed up as a Victorian-era haberdasher, right? To go set City Hall on fire. And then they make fun of them for that. That's a point of ridicule. And I'm like, dude, I don't know about you, but I feel like if I was in the middle of a full-scale riot and all of a sudden a chimney sweep-looking sumbitch emerged from the smoke bomb haze on top of one of them big front-wheel bicycles, like, I wouldn't fuck with that guy. That's how you get choked out with a pocket watch chain. Whimsical anarchy? You don't want no part of that. But they both condescend to the far left for being limp-wristed soy boys, but they're terrified of them at the same time. That's a weird dynamic. You know, it's like their general outlook on them is like, check out this little pussy. Oh shit, is he coming over here? No, hey, I love Sprouts, I love him, please don't make me gay. It's a weird thing to believe, you know, but people believe all kinds of weird shit right now. Like, on a related note, I feel like white supremacy's been having a moment in this country the past few years. White supremacy's wild to me for a few reasons. First of all, I feel like every white supremacist I've ever seen is pretty much the least supreme looking motherfucker. Like, I've never seen an avowed white supremacist and thought to myself, behold, the pinnacle of man. It's not a bunch of Hemsworths walking around with swastika tattoos, you know? It's not. Your average white supremacist walks in looking like Busted Magazine's fuck up of the year, 2005. Walks in with a tattoo on his neck of a skull. It's got more teeth than he does. Walks in looking like he's about to invent a whole new type of hepatitis they ain't even thought up yet. Looking like that, talking about supremacy, I think that's wild. I also think it's wild to keep believing in supremacy considering all the L's they've taken over the course of this country's history, you know? Like, I know it's easy to look around right now and feel like they're doing pretty okay, but really they've mostly lost every major battle they fought up until this point, and they keep talking about supremacy. Like, I feel like the mood of their meetings had to get weirder and sadder over the years, you know? Like, they came into the meeting in 1865, like, okay, so they freed all the slaves. Big whoop. Look, they still can't marry our women. They still can't go to our schools. Hey, how's that ever going to change, guys? It ain't like women can vote, okay? It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. 1965, they come into the meeting like, okay, so they can drink from our water fountains now, so we can't legally harass them just for coming into the same diner anymore. But look, there's got to be something we can do to legally harass these people still. Come on. Jimmy, Johnny, Lee, Roy, Leroy, Ricky, Randy, Billy, Bobby, Mike, Steve, Stuart, Stanley, Danny, David. You guys are cops. Put your heads together. We can figure this out. All right, it's not like one of them's the president. 2008, they come in kicking shit over like, okay, all right, this is a tough pill to swallow, I'm not gonna lie. But look, we gotta focus on the positives, guys. Like, hey, it's not like they're gonna start taking the Confederate flag down, all right? They're not gonna start pulling down the statues or renaming the streets or nothing like that. And hey, gay people still can't get married. That's something, right? Some guy in the back's like, aren't some gay guys white men? Shouldn't they be supreme too? It's like, no, Bobby, they don't count. You know that. Listen, we got to focus on the positives, guys. Like, hey, there's still no blacks in country music. Same guy in the back's like, what about Darius? Shut the fuck up, Bobby. Prefer cats, right? That's all it is. I just like cats. I like little kitty cats. Right? And dog people get weird about that. They do. Like, you ever had a hardcore dog lover ask you, oh, do you love dogs? You're like, oh, I'm kind of more of a cat person. You might as well be wearing a Michael Vick jersey, bro. They fucking... All the trust and joy drains out of their face. They're shielding their kids from it. Get away from him, right? They want nothing to do with you. They think that makes you a bad person automatically. If you, like, y'all don't think there's any bad people that also love dogs? Statistically, they have to exist. Somewhere in the world, there's got to be a ruthless cartel drug lord who's utterly devoted to his 3 Doberman pinschers, right? And he feels the same way about them as you do little Buffy the Bichon Frise. He feels the same way. When those dogs tear a rival drug dealer limb from limb, spreading gore and viscera all over the room, when they do that, this guy's like, who's a good boy? The dog's sitting there with a severed hand in his mouth like, is it me? I hope it's me. Has to be a thing. Some of y'all don't buy that. Some of y'all think that's hypothetical. That's not hypothetical. That's historical. It is. You know who loved dogs? Hitler. So hey, if you don't believe me, ask Kanye. He'll tell you. He knows. It's true. It's true. Adored his German Shepherd. Still somehow not the best guy. I'm just saying, don't get me wrong, you should love your dog. Of course you should. I just feel like some dog people, they put dogs above anything and anybody else, including other people. It gets extreme sometimes. Like the other night, I was taking my trash out at my house. I'm walking down the driveway with my trash bins, and my Jeep is blocking the other end of the sidewalk. I get to the end of it. I almost bump into my neighbor who's walking his Great Dane. We didn't know each other were there. When this happens, the dog loses its shit like, and he's like struggling to hold it back. He's like, whoa, you startled him, you startled him. I was like, oh, did I? Did I startle the baby? No, you're right. That's my fault. It's my fault. Should have got the express written permission of you and Scooby Doan over here before I walk down my own goddamn driveway. That's on me. No, you're right. You're right, dude. Dog people are hardcore, and I don't know. Sometimes I'll see a dog and he's wearing one of those little outfits where it looks like his head is on top of a tiny human body, so he's got little arms and legs flopping and stuff, and his tongue's out like. And I just see that and I'm like, have some fucking self-respect, man. What are you doing? You used to be a wolf, bro. Don't let them do that shit to you. Right, but dogs do whatever the fuck a human says, gladly, right? But a cat, though, you go up to a cat and you're like, hey, so I was thinking if you wanted to roll over or play dead or do some kind of trick like that, you know, I'd give you one of these little fishy treats. And the cat's just like, oh, yeah? You will, huh? Okay. Yeah. How about I show you my asshole, Gary? How's that for a trick? Would you like that? Who the fuck do you think you are? No, you know what? I got a better idea. How about this? How about you put some more food in my bowl and maybe I won't fuck your couch up tonight? How's that sound? Telling me to roll over this motherfucker. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just because of where I'm from. Like I said, rural Tennessee, the 90s. Back then, dogs didn't have the same cachet they have today. They did. I had dogs growing up. I had a bunch of dogs. The way that used to work was you'd have a dog, something horrific would befall that dog. Now it's time to get a new dog, which back then, getting a new dog consisted of getting in the truck and riding around until you saw a box of dogs in a dollar store parking lot or something. Now you got a new dog. It was a different world. It was a very different world. That sounds like a very dumb world, but sometimes I think that our current world today might be even dumber, you know, because like, dude, we're living in a very dumb time and place. This country comes out with new dumb shit every other day. You can't even keep up with it all, right? Some people think that means we're getting dumber as a species, like we're devolving. And I don't know if I believe that, not because I think we're smart today. I just don't know if I think we're dumber than people used to be. Because do y'all know how dumb people used to be? A lot. They were a whole lot dumb, y'all. They were like, I know we had plenty of dumb shit when COVID came out. I know we did. But, dude, if COVID had come out 250 years ago, people would have been running around like, he's got witches in his lungs. Quick, cast some ashes onto the nearest flame so that the evil spirits might not gain purchase. I don't think we're dumber than them. Which means we're not getting dumber overall, dude. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes I wish we were. Sometimes I think it'd be great to be dumb. I do. You know why? Because dumb people are confident, man. They are. They are. Dumb people got it all figured out. And you're like, what do dumb people have figured out? Everything. Everything. You don't believe me? Ask the dumbest motherfucker you know. All right? Picture him in your head right now, the dumbest motherfucker you know. I guarantee you that sumbitch got it all figured out, dude. They all do. All of them. They don't have existential crises. They don't lie awake at night staring at the ceiling like, am I blaming the Jews enough? You know, like they don't do that. No doubt about it. They don't have doubt. Dumb people don't have doubt. Smart people are racked with doubt every day. Smart people are like, I think I'm going about this the right way, but what if I'm wrong though? What if there's information I don't yet have? What if there's factors I've not yet considered? What if I'm wrong about this? Dumb people are just like, life's a butthole, baby. Fuck it. And I'm jealous of that, man. I am. I think most smart people are jealous of that if they're honest with themselves. Why do you think this shit's so popular with smart people? Drug and alcohol abuse is more prevalent statistically among the more intelligent members of society. Why do you think that is? Because this shit's just liquid stupidity and we're all chasing that dipshit dragon, baby.